Training, no money. Well, let's build a Java app that tells you if you should go out or not. Let's go. So we've learned if, else, and logic. Now it's time to put it all together in a mini console project. We're building a should I go out decision app based on vibes and variables. So this is going to happen all in your console. That is why I call it a console based app. Okay, so first of all, let's head over to our IntelliJ IDE, or if you're using the JBuilder or whatever. Well, I don't recommend using the JBuilder, but if you're okay with it, that's fine. Or any other IDE, but I recommend the IntelliJ for you as a beginner, okay? Even as a pro. All right, let's go. Okay, so let's remove every code from here. Fine, let's start afresh. So we need a scanner class, which is already imported in my code. So if it's not in yours, please do well to import it. Or there is something I will just do. I will just create a new file right here. I'm going to create a new Java class and I'll call it a go go out app. Okay, the reason I'm creating a new Java class is because I want to create the app in a new fresh page, new fresh file. So creating what we call the Java class is like equivalent to saying creating a Java um folder or file, sorry. Okay, so it's a more mature way of doing things. So after getting the auto suggest, I've done that. So the next step, we want to start using our scanner class. So first, let's import. Okay, sorry, let's do this right here. Let me bring back my old code. Okay, so come back here. So we're going to import from from java dot util dot scanner. Okay, so from here, please learn how to write this on your own, as some schools do not allow you to use PC. They want you to write this out, so learn to write them out on your own. Okay, so now say scanner. So new scanner, you shouldn't be new to this, so I don't want to stress myself in writing all of this out. Okay, using words that you could easily figure out. Okay, so let's go with system. So first of all, we want to output something. So you can say system.out.print without using ln. Okay, you could just write it this way. So system.out.print, we're going to ask if is it raining? Oops, is it raining? So we're taking the input from the user this time around, true or false. So we're taking the input from the user. Now, since we're taking the a true or false value, are we going to use int, float, or boolean? Please drop your answer in the comment section. Let's see if you're actually following variable types. Okay, so since we're using true or false, we're going to be using boolean. Okay, so we're saving this, but is this naming format okay? It is not. So we're asking a question. So it's going to be, it's raining, because we do not know if it's raining or not. So it's better to be having your variable name this way so that it doesn't look like it's, if you just say raining, it could be read by someone else that okay, it's raining. But if you add this kind of thing that makes it questionable variable, is it raining or not? So I don't know if you're getting the point. So if you notice, we have the input dot next boolean. If we're using int, we say next int. If we're using float, next float. Okay, so depending on your data type. I hope this is clear. If it's not clear, please do well to use the comment section. Next up, I'm giving a space to prevent auto whatever, but it's still suggesting for me. So the next question is, do you have money? Okay, do you have money? Okay, so if it's raining and you don't have money and you need to go to work, so that's the point of that question. So the same thing, but we're not going to use is money because that's rubbish. So has money, okay, because we're asking if you have money or not, so it should be in past tense. Okay, so you see we're still using English and so many things, even in even when writing lines of code. So are you tired? Are you tired? Okay, so this will determine if it's raining, you don't have money, and you don't need to feel tired. So you need to at least have a little bit of energy so you can go out there to get some money. Okay, so we're going to use is tired. Okay, so this is what we'll be building. So now we will use logic. So we've gotten all our parameters, or we could say all our um sorry, yeah, I'm trying to get this word, I just forgot. All our variables, yeah, variables. So we've gotten all our variables now. So it's now time for us to go into step 2, add logic. So let's say step 1, this is step 1, and step 1 was identify variables. Okay, now this is step 2, which is add logic. All right, so how do we add the logic now? So what's the point here? The point is to determine if it's raining or not, if you have money, and if you're tired. So if all conditions check out, then if you have money, if it's raining and you're tired, yeah, you can rest. So that is the point. So let's go. We are going to be combining so many logic operators to make this a sensible piece of art, or a sensible software. So, and okay, thank you for the suggestion, but I'm not going to take the negative part of has money. I'm taking the positive part. I will tell you why in a second. And it's not, is tired is equal to false. Okay, so for now, this doesn't really matter much because, okay, to save time, let's just paste this. Okay, okay. All right, so let me explain now. So the first point is, if it's raining and has money and not tired. So what does it mean? It means if it's not raining, that's what this means. So let me put a code at the top here, a comment. The first part means, okay, let's just put it out, is raining. So this means, what does this mean? This means that uh it's not raining. Okay, so that's the first one. So if I say it's raining, it means it's raining. Okay, but I'm not saying it's not. So it means it's not raining. That is really, really simple. Now money has money. Let's go with this now. So what am I saying here? I'm saying you have money. So as simple as that in English, you've got money. Okay. Then the next one, what am I saying? You are not tired. He's tired, but the negative of is tired. Okay. So in English, if you say you are tired, he's tired, I mean that person is tired, but it's not tired. So that's what I mean. So is tired is a negative part, which means uh you're sorry, you're feeling fresh. So you're not tired. So that is just essentially what I wrote in here. So this is the English format of what I wrote inside this bracket. So only when, okay, let's add another line of code at the bottom, comment, sorry. So only when all three are true, we say go out. Okay, so only when all three are true, we say go out. So what do we mean? Let's go now, let's test this out. So it's raining, true. Do you have money? Yes. Are you tired? Yes. So notice now it's raining, I'm saying true because I'm taking the negative value of it's raining. This automatically becomes false, meaning it is not raining. Next, I have money. I'm taking the positive value, which means true, it remains true. Next is tired. I'm taking the negative value of is tired, which meaning I'm not tired. So what do you expect? So you get the last one which says up to you, but maybe stay home. Okay? So because everything here is false, false, and true. Now look at this app. It's saying something sensible. So it's raining, I said true. Then, do you have money? I said yes. Are you tired? And I said yes. Now, notice because we were able to use logic accurately, we're able to tell the user something meaningful. So, since the user feels it's raining, it does have money and is tired. So, the code is telling you, your application now is telling the user, okay, I think it's up to you, but maybe stay at home because you have money and it's raining and you are tired. Okay, now let's start it again. What if it's raining? I say false. It's not raining. Do you have money? I said false. I don't. Then are you tired? I said false because I'm not tired. Now you get the same line of code again. It's up to you, but maybe stay at home. So why are we having the same line of code? I want you to figure that out. But first of all, tell you why. So it's raining is set to the negative value, which means automatically this is true. And now we're using the AND operator. So all condition must bring false for it to print the first value. Okay, so now since this is already equal to true, this is now equal to false, and this is now equal to true, we get the same line of code again. So for us to get this first line of code, this is what we have to do. It's raining, false, here becomes true, and here becomes false. And notice we get the initial line of code, which means, is it raining? I said no. Do you have money? I said yes. Are you tired? I said no. So we say you should definitely go out and enjoy. Since I'm not tired, I should be able to go out and enjoy, and I have money. Okay, so this is how you can write meaningful codes with Java using logic. Okay, so this was the simple explanation I was doing right in our IntelliJ. So I was saying is not is raining means it's not raining. Has money equals you've got money, and not is tired is equal you are feeling fresh. So only when all three are true, we say go out. Everything else, then you get the whatever. If anything else, it will be so. But if all three are correct, then you go out. Okay. So now you can try different combos on your own. You can try true, false, true, which means you are getting false, 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 because negative value of true is false. False is remains false, and false. Then you can try false, true, false, which is giving all three true, which is what we did. That gave us you should go out. Then true, 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 which equal false, true, false. Yeah, false, true, false. So on your own, you can look for the and value, the and table, or table, and not table. So you can be able to understand what happens well using those tables. So see how the app reacts, and the decision, this decision logic app is really, really nice because it helps us to make decision in real life. Okay, so this, though it's small now, it could also be scaled into a larger application that maybe combines data from weather apps and, you know, weather APIs and a user's data to combine everything to tell you if you should go out with an umbrella or you should go out with a cap or sunglasses. Okay, so that is how those decisions are made using your logic operators. Okay, so if this is not too clear to you, please look for the logic tables and you can come back to this video so you can understand it more. Okay, so, and boom, your first real Java logic app. So next week or next video, depending on how you're watching this, we'll step into loops. So the loops are the secrets to doing things over and over like a pro. So please hit the like button if your code said you should go out today, and sub for more chill Java. And please do it to share your weather in the comments, and make sure the comments is engaging enough so that those who have questions could be able to ask. And please do not mock anyone in the comment section for asking a question. So for this and more, peace.